The question, is it over for Daniel Dubois? Did he quit against Joyce? No and no. It's not over for him and he didn't quit. Not to be cliche-ish, but as people say, there's levels to this. Now, I saw Anthony Joshua reached out to Daniel Dubois, I believe it was on Instagram, I think. He said if he needs anyone to talk to, he can talk to him. And I thought that was a class act from Anthony Joshua. You know, a lot of people were saying he quit against Andy Ruiz, which he didn't. When the ref asked him, did he want to continue, he shook his head no. And then people said, well, he, you know, whatever. They tried to read more into it than what it was. But, you know, there's a difference in quitting and trying to preserve your career. If you got an injury that can make sure you can't, if the injury is so bad that you can't continue to do what you love to do, which is boxing, why would you keep going? And he's only, 23 years old? If he gets blind in one eye, his boxing career is pretty much a wrap. So why would he keep going knowing I can just take a knee here and then come back and get, you know, a rematch at another date when I'm at 100%? You know, when people tap out in an MMA fight, no one says, oh, he quit. No, he submitted. And, you know, if there's no more he could do, there's no more he could do. And just because you have a bad night doesn't mean it's over for you. I usually agree with Spencer Farron, I believe is his name, from the UK. I usually agree with his takes. He's a guy from the UK, and he was saying that he was talking about Deontay Wilder, and I agreed with him about that. You know, he's talking about the Tyson Fury rematch. But he's talking about it's over for Daniel Dubois. He can't come back from this. No, he can absolutely come back. You just can't go by a bad night. Look at the New England Patriots back when Tom Brady was there. They might have a bad day where they get blown out or something. Did that mean they weren't going to the playoffs or the Super Bowl? No, that was one game. This was one fight. He's a young fighter. He's 23 years old. And people like to, you know, talk about, well, so-and-so didn't quit. You know, so, and I know all those stories. Muhammad Ali got his jaw broken. I believe it was in the second round against Ken Norton. And he kept fighting the whole, I think he went to 15 rounds. So he fought 13 rounds with a broken jaw. But it's up to the fighter to know their own pain threshold. You can't tell somebody, oh, you should keep going if the pain was so severe that he knew, hey, I can't do this. And he's never been in that position. So fear probably hit him, which is not a good thing. You know, you're supposed to stay composed, but, you know, he's never been in that situation, and he's thinking, I'm not going to lose my eye over this. And I can't blame him for that. Everybody just likes to kick somebody when it's down. I believe Tyson Fury even came out, and I like Tyson Fury, but he said something about this is a heart sport, questioning Daniel Dubois' heart. And I believe he picked Daniel Dubois to win that fight. But it's not over for Daniel Dubois. He'll be back. And, you know, next time I think he'll be better prepared. I noticed his guard was like wide apart while he was getting caught with a lot of those jabs. And, yeah, you just can't tell somebody else what they should do when they're in the heat of battle. You know, you haven't been in that position, I'm sure, so you can't tell somebody else. If he knew this pain was so severe and he thought he was going to go blind, why not stop, regroup, go get the help you need, come back and fight another day? Why have your career ended at 23 years old and then you have to go get a regular job because you can't do what you love to do anymore because you kept fighting just because other people thought you should keep fighting? You have to do what's best for your career. Forget what everybody else says. So Dubois will be back, not taking anything away from Joyce. Matter of fact, I'm starting to really like this guy. I mean, with his chin and jab, he can go far. And if they have a rematch, I'll definitely be watching. I'll try to watch it. Anyway, it's the J. Roos Theory. Let me know what you think. Beat down the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and be fearless.